Okay, let's get moving. To be completely honest, it is always more enjoyable to create and discuss the XRP coin when XRP is rising in price, and these are the most popular news stories. On CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and KuCoin, XRP is among the top trending assets amid a 10. After a massive $2 billion capital rise, an XRP price prediction is made. Will it be $10 in 2023? In a week, $2.6 billion were added to the XRP market as investors favored Ripple in the SEC dispute. If we take a closer look, you can notice this right away. A total of $2.06 billion has entered the XRP market in the last 7 days. Many people think that this represents a resounding endorsement of XRP by the community. Before we continue, kindly support our channel by pressing the subscribe and notification bell. Market capitalization has increased to $27.19 billion as of the time of this recording. Comparing this to the recent high of $24.56 billion, which was on May 27, there has been a noticeable 10% increase. Here are some crucial price levels to keep an eye on, though, as the price of XRP has exploded. Rising 11 in the last week. Here are the key XRP price ranges to pay attention to, along with my bull and bear targets as tweeted by Leb Crypto. Before a price increase, 30 cents and 17 cents are probably visited first, as long as XRP 8 cents. On the other hand, he asserts that crossing over the 58 cents threshold opens the door to $1, after which $1.94 is reachable. Buongiorno a tutti from the Dark Defender. XRP is getting ready to launch at 94 cents. This is based on the handle of the coffee cup you can see in front of you. He observes that the transition to 94 cents might take place rather rapidly. Here's a guy who can make decisions without using technical analysis. Following a lawsuit victory, John Deaton projects that the price of XRP will reach $10. Sometimes I try to avoid talking about money, but recently I found myself saying things like, I'm looking at the price of XRP. It's 48 cents. Why would you hesitate at 48 cents but purchase it at $1 and then FOMO in at 2? I was only trying to reason. I believe the general consensus is that it will achieve a record high. Naturally, that raises it above the 385 or another threshold. I don't think you'll see triple digits, but I think you'll see triple digits, but I think you'll see triple digits. But I think might see something between $2 and $10. Additionally, Big D has had a busy couple of days. His birthday has barely passed. The very following day, a fraud token was advertised on his Twitter account after it had been hacked. This is not from the actual John Deaton, as his daughter Jordan Deaton demonstrates here. Someone has hacked into my dad's account. This frequently occurs. Just be extremely cautious. Eggrad Crypto, Twitter's top triangular, sent XRP 780. 1 days, according to him, XRP 780. 1 days, according to him, XRP cannot continue to rise over the last wake-up line. It has to launch. For over 781 days, XRP has been rejected from the final wake-up line. This is the 4th effort, but none of them have been successful. I do, however, think that number 5 has some strength. The 5th attempt at a successful breakaway might be coming up. The Hintman speech documents will be released on June 13th, therefore all eyes in the cryptosphere will be on that. Date, what this means for Ripple and the cryptocurrency sector is still the big unknown. Indeed, they will be made available on June 13th. We're not sure what time it is right now. There is also the chance that there is a deadline. They occasionally receive an early release because we've seen this occur in the case. Is it feasible that we will receive it on Monday, December 12, rather? Then Tuesday, December 13. If both parties agree that all of their redactions are complete in and in accordance with the judge's order, it is doable, but at the end of the day, the majority of attorneys meet their deadlines. Additionally, the deadline is actually Tuesday at midnight. So on Tuesday, June 13, we'll eventually receive those few censored emails. In essence, the judge has ordered that some things be kept confidential, for instance. They are one of the documents, not simply him and his emails. However, certain information such as the identities of the experts the SEC engaged as witnesses will remain suppressed, information and certain odal cells will be redacted. Brad Garland House or Chris Lartson's specific personal information will be redacted. However, the nature of things cannot be. Additionally, it can be not easy to purchase, trade, and cash out XARP. According to an industry official, XARP satisfies all requirements for exchange listing. Listen to Uphold's Chief Revenue Officer, Nancy Beaton.
Revenue Officer at Uphold.
Uphold is offering Sologenic, Corium, XRP, and others. And so we try to work with all of the, what I would say, really good, legitimate platforms, protocols, and tokens in order to bring them to our platform and then, allow people to trade, buy, sell, and exit.
How do you decide at Uphold what tokens to list? Is there sort of like a checklist you follow?
Yeah, so we have a listing committee. We're obviously highly regulated, and so we take compliance very seriously. We have a listing committee that will review the tokens. It's everything from, is it check all the boxes for security, not a security in our definition? Has it been audited? What do the founders look like? Where are the tokens going? How much does a team hold? And so we take probably about 30% to 40% of the tokens that come to us. Roughly 70% of the tokens that want to be listed don't hit all of the legitimate criteria we look for. And our users are high into, enterprise-based tokens, obviously XRP and all the community around that. And so it's really nice when we can find a token that meets all those great criteria and then we can list it.
So considering the scrutiny you're under, Uphold is one of the few places that do not delist XRP. Can you speak a little bit about why that decision was
made? Awesome. So, I said before, we're highly regulated, so we do take compliance incredibly serious at Uphold. So we are, FCA licensed in the UK. We have 44 plus MTL MSBs here in the US. We have licensing in Lithuania. We take that very seriously. And so when we looked at what was happening, and obviously there is a lawsuit out there, but when we look at that and work with our legal counsel, there is no legal precedent yet. And so for us, it felt prudent to maintain listing the token. And when there's legal precedent, we'll have to follow it. But right now, there is not legal precedent.
This tweet from lawyer Bill Morgan was immediately followed by a possible Paul Greenwell or Coinbase statement regarding the strict listing requirements of Coinbase. Coinbase stopped trading XRP while Uphold continued. Additionally, we observed this in addition and anticipated on the Ripple Instance Key House Committee's collaborate on a law that will provide cryptocurrency markets clarification. In this Twitter exchange, Ryan Selkes of Messari well captures the situation. Despite everything else, he points out that following last year's failures, the fact that crypto is even receiving some attention in DC at this time is a victory this year. Although this is a start in the right direction, many more will be required, he claims. There is still a lot of work to be done to create a workable piece of legislation, but this is a good place to start. It establishes the potential lines of authority between the SEC and the C and the C and the C and the C and the KEFTs, and notes that this bill at least makes an attempt to operationalize the Hinman test, which determines the level of decentralization required for a crypto project. This seems to insulate stablecoins from SEC oversight and would offer a simple route for the leading American exchanges and custodians of cryptocurrencies to have transparent regulatory reporting mechanisms. On June 6, when the House Committee holds a hearing titled The Future of Digital Assets Providing Clarity for Digital Asset Spot Markets, you can expect that this legislation will be hotly debated. In Singapore, Crypto.com obtains a significant operating license. In a recent June 1st blog post, the exchange stated that the license is for digital payment token or DEEP services. This story continues. Crypto.com has received what it describes as a major payment institution license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore. That's all for now. Kindly hit the subscribe and notification bell. Thank you for watching.